Hello, in this video I'll talk a little bit about the output types of the new AMC 2017 version. So right now the options I have for the output, it's four options. One is analog 8-bit, which is the little DAC you see here. It outputs 256 positions, speeds. So that's totally analog output, digital input, analog output, and you can read the voltage from this DAC chip right in these pins. Now from these pins here I have added some pads which you can select inputs and outputs for that. For example, there's a little 3-pin here which depending which ones of the three you connect with, you get either 8-bit or 12-bit. 12-bit goes to the other 12-bit DAC. So right now the default connection, I don't know if you can go like that, see it's on 8-bit. There's a little schematic here that shows the little line like the actual one. So if you want to connect the 12-bit, you'll have to cut this line with a little knife. Do I have any of these? I don't have around. And then solder the other two pins like here. Now there's another thing, like for example the output of the DAC, it's 0 to 5 volts, but if you want to do 0 to 10 volts, I have the amplifiers here. This goes with the VFD inverter, the outputs for the speeds, but you may want to use servo motor, so you'll have to use something like that. That's a signal conditioner which takes the 5 volts and converts it to minus 10, minus 11 to plus 11 volts. So if you connect this and you have this connected like it is from default, you may cause a little overload because it will try to give a signal to both this board and this. So if you want to plug it, you'll have to make sure you cut these lines first here, so there's no connection between the 5 volt DAC and the amplifier. So you can connect this on top. I'll connect it right here now. Alright, so that's a quick explanation for the options you have there for the hardware. Now I have it here on the analog 8-bit. So the 8-bit pulse width modulation, it's located on the bottom board. It's right here. It's this header here that makes pulse width modulation, which is still 8-bit, 255 positions, but not positions, actually pulses, resolution. So and again there's a little 3 pins that you can cut and connect the other direction for the 12-bit pulse width modulation module I have here. So you can connect this to the same pins by just connecting and connecting the correct orientation, like you can see here on a little schematic. Okay. Alright, so let me show you how it looks when I push the test mode on. You can enable the test mode to test the outputs by pushing down the dip switch 1 and then pulling up the dip switch 4. Okay, now automatically it starts pulsing all the outputs from low to high, and the digitals on and off from low to high, like here. So you can see here it does the 255 positions, and here the 4048 positions for the 12-bit subsystems. So this LED is for the 4000 for the 12-bit DAC. here what's happening to my camera, and here this is for the 12-bit pulse width modulation system. Okay, now to see the DAC, to see the pulse width modulation, if you don't have any other way, you can use, for example, I'll connect here the pulse width modulation for the 8 bits, so you can see it here how it looks. I need to change the, there it is. I need to change the timing a little bit. Let's change the timing. There it is. That's the 8-bit pulse width modulation. So if I connect the same one, since I don't want to cut the traces right now, I can connect it directly to the outputs here to test it. So you can see it's more wide pulse. Let me change the resolution a little bit to 100. There you are, you can see now. That's a 12-bit resolution pulse width modulation signal. And what else? Let's see the analog. This will go here, which doesn't show very good. Let me change the resolution. Had with the mess. Let's change the voltage divider here. There it is. Now you can see it up. Now you can see it better. Okay, that's from going to 0 to the top, the automatic signal. Okay, now I hope that explains a little bit about the input outputs, and I'll try to make some documentation about it. It's a little, you can select a few things, for example, on the menu, but if you don't have connected the correct outputs, for example, you can select different output, analog 8-bit, but you want to use the 12-bit, you'll have to also do the little jumpers there, for example. Alright, well, I hope that was a little helpful. Thanks for watching.